day of thy creation, thy pipes and thy tabrets were in deep. So when God created Lucifer, the way God formed Lucifer, Lucifer was fabricated with instruments. So there's no way you can talk about instruments without talking about Lucifer those days. When Lucifer walks, God will smile. Give me follow. When Lucifer walks, God will smile. God does not need to struggle before he will. Once Lucifer smile, only his smile carries worship. The guy was a theater of worship. It was an unction that carries the presence of God. Ezekiel 28 verse 14, he said, you are the archangel. You are that cherub that protected the glory of God. Now Lucifer had some functions in heaven. One of them is he protected the glory of God. He was one of those archangels that protected the glory of God. Then number two, Lucifer was one of those angels that stand upon the holy mountains. 28 of Ezekiel chapter 14. He stood upon the holy mountains of God. Then three, Lucifer walked upon the coast of fire. When you are singing, now that we are singing, you provide the fire. That fire you are talking about is they fetch it from the coals of fire to put it on you based on your hunger. Those were the coals of fire that Lucifer walked on. Then the last one, Lucifer, was in charge of the worship team. So that was how music evolves spiritually. So when we are talking about spiritual worship, it's not something you think with your brain and you come without any intimacy with that deity. There's no way you can talk about worship. Worship is not a song. Worship is not a song. I don't know if you are getting me. Don't get it wrong. Worship is not a song. Songs are ladders that carry you into his presence. Please, am I permitted to come down? In Psalm chapter 100, the Bible said in verse 4, it said, enter into his gate with thanksgiving and into his court with praise. So it is your singing, it is that song out from your heart that it begins to come with worship. That's why if you check the life of David was a sweet psalmist in Israel. If you check the life of David, all his songs, all the songs that were written were out of experience, were out of heart's love, were out of what he has encountered God. So you cannot talk about worship without intimate. And the Lord told me when I was praying for this program, he said, your worship becomes more authentic and potent when your intimacy is consistent. Your worship with God becomes more potent, authentic when your intimacy. If you are not praying, it is a lie. You cannot save souls. They will clap for you, but in heaven they will not recognize you. Men will clap for you. They will give you names. You will have fame. You will be popular. But in heaven they are still looking for you. Say, this guy, this is where we placed him. Like Adam, God asked him, where art thou? So God has wired Lucifer with all of these beauties. Lucifer was the only angel that was as unique. It was very unique. In that Ezekiel 28, the Bible said Lucifer was created with all precious stones. Topaz, onyx, diamond, gold, sapphire. Lucifer was created with all these ornaments, with 9 precious stones. The way God made Lucifer, he made him. That's why some of you, once God gave you a voice, you stand and nations come to your voice and you see that people are hearing you, people are hating you, and this person can sing. There is something that Satan will begin to bring to your life, and that is pride. We did not stand on the stage to present ourselves to you. We stand on the stage so that Jesus can be projected. It's just like you want to watch a television and they bring the projection. That projection is projecting the movie or whatever that is going on. Worship is not a song. It has to do with your heart. Now, if your heart not follow for worship, don't sing it. What you are doing is a lie. In Ezekiel chapter 29, verse 14, and Isaiah was saying, he said, these people draw near unto me with their lips and their heart is far from me. The same thing Jesus told them in Matthew 14. He said, you draw near unto me with your lips and your heart is far from me. Your heart must be involved. He said, out of your belly shall flow rivers of living water. You sing the song, but there is no flowing. Nothing is flowing out from your lip. Nothing is flowing out from your heart. worship. That's why you go to an atmosphere, you see people that is praying, if you are not too filled with the Holy Ghost, you will find it somehow difficult. But once they are singing a song like that, the song begin to carry in your heart. The song begin to carry in your heart. Like the Psalm said in Psalm 100 verse 4, it said, enter into his gate with thanksgiving and into his court with praise. And you begin to worship him, you begin to worship him, you begin to call God names, you begin to worship him just like the psalmist in Psalm 24, it said, the earth is the Lord and the fullness thereof, the world that they that dwell therein, for he hath founded it upon the seas and hath established it upon the flood. So who shall ascend unto the hill of the Lord? Who shall stand in this holy place?